Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. We're set for today's video. It's Saturday. On Saturdays, I do Cellar Saturday, where I actually drink something off the shelf behind me. So this one I'm really excited about because I love this beer, but also I recently did the coffee version. I know it has other stuff besides coffee, but I recently did the coffee version. And it was much drier and roastier than I remember the base beer being. The roast, fair enough, it has coffee added. So I definitely wanted to do one of these in the relatively near future after I did that one. Ended up being about a month later, so close enough. So this is a worldwide stout from 2014, specifically January 15th? Nope, January 25th, 2014. So what's that, coming up on 9 years? I had a 2013, but I figure I might as well do that maybe next year for 10 years. So this is approaching 9 years in the bottle. Proper glassware, so you know it's going to taste better. I wax sealed it myself, if you were wondering. I do that. It might help with the aging process, keeping oxygen out. But for me, it's more psychological. Like, I went to all the trouble to wax it, let it sit, kind of a thing. The coffee one did say a specific ABV. Typically, these older bottles at least did not. You just knew they were somewhere between 15 and 20%. A very dark beer brewed with a ridiculous amount of barley. Nothing on the side there. Nothing worth reading. Very minimalistic. I thought this was one of the ones that used to say ages with the best of them. But anyway, pretty dark. A little bit of brown in there. Not much head. Could be a lot of factors. Not a lot of lacing. Good amount of legs. It looks like a big stout. Let's get into that aroma. It's nice how the alcohol is like interwoven. Like, it's there, but it's not separate ethanol or something. It's mixed in almost like if you're eating like a chocolate liqueur, or like a chocolate that has like liquor or liqueur on the inside, and it's like all that stuff as you're chewing it. Maybe you're being impolite and chewing your mouth open, so you're getting a little bit of the smell also, where all that stuff's incorporated together. Yeah, deep, sweet, brown bread, a little bit like rye, crackery, chocolate. Good amount of roast, so maybe I'm misremembering the roast. Almost like smoky peaty, like definitely on the path towards that. Not quite there though. You can almost get like a little bit of vanilla too. Smells fantastic. Just to get that out of the way. Let's get into the taste. Cheers. Okay, so once the booze and some of the bitterness hits about halfway through the sip, it does dry out somewhat. What I'm remembering from about a month ago doing the coffee one, it's pretty close. This is probably a little sweeter than that one. Is it though? It might not be, actually. It might not be. So you know what? We're going to chalk it up to I did not remember correctly. But this beer is phenomenal. This I do remember. That beer, the coffee one, like, I love this beer so much. I was like, and not to talk about the coffee one too much in this review, but again, that's why I chose it for this week. I'm like, man, you're adding coffee plus that other stuff like maple syrup, which I love, to a beer I already love the base of. That's going to elevate the beer. It can only elevate, right? But then it did not. So I kind of wanted to go back and be like, do I still like the base from what I remember? Can I compare it to this, etc., etc.? I still love this base, and age does it well. I do think it's better than the coffee variant, and I'm saying that as a huge coffee fan. It's a lot like the aroma. You do get some nice chocolate, but it's not brownies. It's not too chocolate indulgent, but it's there. The alcohol's interwoven, also there, but not problematic. Good amount of warmth in the chest, but on the palate, I really like, when I do get it, I really like how it's incorporated, use that word again. Some of that rye, brown bread, a little bit of molasses, all that kind of stuff's there as well. And then this just, like I said, like not quite peaty, smoky, but on the way there, you get that in the taste also. So yeah, it follows the nose quite a bit for me anyway. It's like cola. Interestingly, a wood note. And this has been aged in barrels before. You had those Utopias barrels, and then just, what was it, oak with vanilla added, I think. But you kind of get a little bit like this woodsy thing. And I think that's I think that wood into charriness, charred oak territory, like it doesn't taste like bourbon barrel aged, but kind of scratches those itches. Yeah. This is phenomenal. This is aged very well. I love this beer. I continue to love this beer, and this is no exception. If you had this beer before, are you drinking something from your cellar? Are you drinking something that was aged that you just bought at the store? Are you drinking something that has nothing to do with being old? You just want to tell me about it? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both of those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.